Okay, well, I can't do this if the camera keeps freaking bouncing, bro. Like a basketball. Okay. In just under 2 months, women everywhere between the ages of 18 and 23 will be returning to undergrad life. Amongst the rumblings of classes starting, fresh hum of the early fall air, and the general fallback that comes with fall semester, it is really easy to forget something that you're probably gonna need. Real talk, I remember being a freshman and seeing tons of packing videos on TikTok. Clothes, shoes, cleaning supplies, amongst all of the frivolities that are pushed onto young women as we get into some of the scariest years of our life. Sometimes it's really hard to discern from those videos what you're actually going to be needing every day for school life. So here are my niche girl college needs for you today. Before I get started, I do just want to share the caveat that I will not be sharing lame items such as like a notebook or a toothbrush. We are no longer that type of baby girl, and I do not feel the need to spell out the basics for you. So instead, I focused more on things that I felt like when I was at school came up unexpectedly, or was unexpectedly helpful, or something that I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna need until I needed it, you know? Starting off, shower shoes, or just, I'm lumping in shoes that you also need to wear like around your house with this as well. I would hope that it would be common knowledge that you would pick up some type of shoe to wear around your dorm slash apartment slash wherever. It is not quite as common knowledge as you would think it is based off of some of these people that I see at school. I spent my entire sophomore year living with a person who did not wear shoes in our joint bathroom, and there were 8 of us that lived there. And so you would always know it was them when they would come walking with their bare feet out. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. What the heck are you even doing? Also, there is like a mega chance for foot fungus. These dorms have been used by people for 5 ever, dude. So there's absolutely no way that you are getting away scot-free from like some type of thing growing in there. Mold, maybe. We have asbestos, like who knows? Okay, keeping along in the same vein as like a bathroom, use a claw clip for your hair when you are in the shower. This changed my life. It's so easy, especially when you're at school. I feel like I get nervous. I have really long hair, so I feel like sometimes I get nervous about like, I'm turning about and now my hair is touching the sidewalls and I'm just trying to like rinse off, but now my hair is like wall conditioner grossness. Biggest hack, claw clip your hair up, condition the ends, put it up into a little claw clip. Never got moldy. It's not broken. It is like the color is still there, so you can even wear that thing out if you want. But I have like a separate one that I keep with all my stuff specifically for that. It's so convenient. Just don't forget it in the shower. I've done that a couple times. I have to be honest with you. This one I think is gonna be controversial compared to what, or maybe not controversial, but like perhaps conflicting with other opinions or what other people would have you believe. But quite frankly, I think in terms of clothes, bring whatever you want. And you'd think that that sounds normal and that you would just bring the clothes that you want to wear, right? But I feel like when I was going to college, maybe this was just a sign of the times, but I feel like there was a big push for me to only want to wear a capsule wardrobe. And yes, there really is not as much space as you think there's gonna be, but I feel like for people who care about clothes, you're gonna make space for the things that you care about anyway. So making space for your clothes is not even gonna be something that you think about because you're just gonna do it because you like clothes, you know what I mean? And in the same vein, if you think of something where you're like, I don't remember the last time that I wore this dress that has 14 gold stars right on the front, you're not gonna wear it at school either if you are not already wearing it at your house. Save the space. There is one exception to this, and I will die on this hill. If you are a girl who likes to go out and get her little groove on a dance floor, make a party box. What is a party box? Here's my pitch. This of course is our exception to our you can wear whatever you want rule, because this is just a box that you keep. I kept mine under my bed. You can keep it in your closet somewhere. I don't know, something. You can just get this box from Five Below. That's what I did, just a Velcro fabric one. And you put anything in it that you think would be helpful for any type of event. When you go to school, there are so many events that you will have never planned for because you just never go to a thing where it's like, okay, now there's this random dinosaur event that's happening in this room of this building that you've never been in. Let's just go because it's free. You are going to find events where you are going to need a random sparkly silver microphone, or you're going to need a black lace parasol. I don't know what these events are going to end up being. No, of course I do not. But you are going to need these things someday. It's kind of a hard gray area there in my opinion, because it's like, okay, these are clothes that obviously you're not gonna be wearing this every day, because when are you gonna wear that out? But it's like special. Like I would say these are like, this isn't like this is your costume box of sorts. Like you want to be that person who, when somebody is just like, yo, I need arm bracers that are painted like a jester for this event that I'm going to. Why didn't you say that in the first place? I got him, baby. This is also very helpful if you want to get into sororities or fraternities. They have a lot of events like this. But even if you don't want that, just have a going out top. This is probably my most normal item on my list. I just feel like I included it because I would say this is not generally a first thought of something that's like a need. However, I don't think I have met a person at school who hasn't gone to an event or a party once. And you might be thinking like, okay, it's not for me. I'm not gonna be that type of girl. I'm never invited to that type of thing. You are so dead wrong. There are so many different parties for so many different groups of people and varieties of things that even if you were not going to the Frats Friday bash, you could still find yourself at the theater kids house, at a Jungle Cruise party, or you could find yourself with the science people doing like a Mario Kart board game night. You never know what you're gonna need when. And so you're gonna need a cute little top that you can put on with a pair of jean shorts or something of some items, just for that one night that you want to go out. Just the once, and maybe you only wear it once the entire time that you're in college. Okay, I still think it's worth it. And that is an item that you can keep in your party box. I am of the belief that every girly going to school needs a foam roller. College is such a different ballpark. And even if you are not a workout girly, exercising to the stars every single day, neither was I. The walk-in, it gets ya. If you were adding in, let's say you are walking about 2,000 steps every single day, and then you're adding an additional 5,000 on top of that 2,000 that you're already doing. This is just a hypothetical. You are adding in probably like, that's like about like a mile and a mile and a half, an extra mile and a half into your steps every single day. So you're gonna be sore, and you're not gonna know where the soreness is coming from, because in your brain, you're like, well, I'm so much more sedentary than I normally am. No, girl, get yourself a foam roller, roll out every single night. It is going to do so many wonders, and you are gonna have so much energy. And also starting those types of rituals and those types of habits now when you're like going into college and learning how to live on your own in the first time is just gonna make that ingrained into your brain forever. Or at least that's what it did for me. Get yourself some fun curtains to hang on your walls. This one was a self-discovery as well, of course. Sometimes when you're at school and you get the ugliest dorm you've ever seen, you think that you can just fix it by putting a potted plant in the corner on a little table and being like, well, that's my decoration. But obviously that is not gonna work for girls like us, okay? I ended up having, what's the word? The blocks, the bricks. I ended up having bricks for my dorms this past year. And for the record, I'm required to live on campus for 3 years. Most schools are not that way. My school's tiny and private, so it has like weird, strict rules, whatever, doesn't matter. I needed to find a way to cover it, because girl, we're not gonna let it look like a brick wall. No, thank you, absolutely not. That's just not gonna work for my fantasy. So instead, we are going to get a fabric curtain, and we are going to put some holes in it, and we're gonna hang it up on the wall. And it honestly just adds such a nice accent. I had these exact same curtains up in my room last year. It is such a underrated and easy way to change a space, because you would never even think of changing a texture. But sometimes a texture is all that needs to change to make a space really feel like it is home. And so go get yourself some texture to put on your wall. Honestly, super easy to find at a thrift store. One that I did hanging from my ceiling above my bed, that one was from a $1 garage sale. So honestly, like just like go to Facebook Marketplace, they're gonna have them. Lastly, but not leastly, a cool girl needs a fidget bin. Okay, sue me. My hands need a little something to do with them. Like, okay, what is so wrong with that? Nothing. And I have a cute little bin. A lot of these cute little like things that I have are all from Five Below. I think I mentioned that when I was talking about my party box. But When you have something like this, I don't know, it always makes me the talk of the town, truly. Whether you want to admit it or not, everybody is a sucker for a little fidget, okay? Especially girls like us who have ADHD. And so we need a fidget in our hand. Getting yourself a little fidget bin that kind of just sits on either your side table. I had like a side table that had shelves under it, and I just stuck it under one of the shelves. Every so often you can just reach down there, boom, bada bing, bada boom, super nice. And you're focused now and you're doing your homework and you have your fidget. It's perfect. It's also a fun little party trick type beat. Like I said, it makes me the talk of the town. Everybody loves a fidget, and everybody loves a fidget, especially when it is not their own fidget. So that has always made it really helpful to entice people to come stay. It makes people want to not leave. It truly does. It's like a hacky sack. Am I gonna get a hacky sack to put in my freaking fidget bin now? I think I might be getting a hacky sack. Hacky sack boys, I'm gonna be with you soon. Okay, well, that was pretty interesting. What do you think? Do you know him? Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know him either. How did he get in here? Okay, well. What do you mean you don't know how he got in here? I thought that you were the one who let him in. What do you mean you weren't the one that let him in? I thought that you were the one that let him in. You were the one that let him in, but he was the one who let you